Attention single ladies, if you're looking for that single working man, you need to be at the Home Depot at 7 a.m.
Come get me. I'm tired of this. I'm here, waiting.
Where are all the men? Where can I find a good man?
Where are the men that are gonna open the car door?
Desperation is a cruel, cruel drug.
Forget dating, I'm over it. I'm gonna go to Home Depot and look lost to find the right guy.
Time to look lost and find a man.
Where are the men? What happened?
All the good men got played, so now all they do.
Here's all the reasons why we don't need men in society anymore.
Today's dating world is dead. You have discarded the good men.
What are we doing in Home Depot? We are husband hunting in Home Depot. Somebody tell us what aisle to go to.
Said come to the Home Depot. Let's come shopping. I feel this weird guy following me, so I'm gonna start recording. But I did leave the Home Depot from the other side because that's where the registers were at. No. The men in there, I guess at this time, was with their girlfriends. Bitch, don't look at me. Fucking eyes down, bitch. I'll be like, wait, your girlfriend, hey, your boyfriend's looking at me. Anyways, this one was a bust.
You think there's a masculinity crisis in America right now?
Definitely. Men aren't men anymore. And it's such a shame because I meet these guys and I feel like I'm hanging out with one of my girlfriends and I don't want to date my girlfriend, you know what I mean? I want a man.
Why are men becoming women or more female-like?
I think because women tend to act like they don't need men and that they're super independent. Men provide for the family. I think men take care of the family. I think men take care of a woman. And I think a woman adds value to a man's life.
Do women need men?
No, we do not need men. Men need us.
Are you stupid?
Interesting. How so?
Just because, you know, a man comes from a woman. So, I mean, they need everything. They need a woman in their life.
But how does a man come to a woman?
What was that?
How does a man come to a woman?
Well, the mom. Like, they're made by a...
So who gets the mom pregnant?
Well, the dad, yeah.
So is it fair to say that women need men?
Yeah, it is, because honestly, I feel like some guys out there have no, like, lives, and they need a woman to really get them on their toes.
What the hell are you talking about?
I'm sad. You need to start treating dating like it's part of your job, because it's just not going to knock on.
I'd rather be unemployed. I'm going to get a really bad end of the year review this year. I'm going to be unemployed there.
I think it's really intimidating to just approach a girl kind of out of the blue.
Do you like when men approach you?
Depends on the situation. I think it's really intimidating to just approach a girl kind of out of the blue, but I think if you can strike up like an easy conversation without coming on too strong, then that's okay.
Do you give out your phone number or your social media?
Neither.
A lot of women are asking, where are all the good men? Where are all the good men? Well, you're not sitting there asking what you've done to destroy the good in them. That maybe you've destroyed everything good in them because you've decided to weaponize their vulnerabilities. And now they don't want to do that anymore. They only want to show their fake strengths, and if they even have them. And if not, like you see them as weak. It's really a shame.
Me, as a guy growing up, am sorry, but I have lost hope in marriage. God forgive me. I went and got a beautiful younger traditional wife from Piedecuesta, Colombia. She is beautiful and a great wife. I was destroyed by one, but I decided to go forward by going to the gym. Today, I am a proud trainer. Even if the good men approaches them, they ignore us because they think we are not their type. Rather, they give their hearts to the wrong ones. This woman is correct. If we speak up about our issues, it's a problem, and if we don't, it's still a problem. The good that once lived in the good men is no longer there. Those men have tried and failed. They're tired of being used and taken advantage of. The games are over.
I believe a man can love a woman unconditionally, but I don't think a woman can love a man unconditionally.
What? Really?
Yeah.
I beg to differ. I think it's the other way around.
No.
I think a woman can love a man unconditionally.
Mm-hmm.
And
not
most men...
Not forever.
You don't think so?
No.
Damn.
No. I think when a man loves a woman for real, like, he'll love her forever.
Over 2,000 men if subscribing to a woman's OnlyFans is cheating, and this is what they said. 48% said yes, 52% said no. And here's my follow-up question. For guys who pay for OnlyFans, why, when there's plenty of free stuff out there? For personalized interaction, naughty DMs, sexting, video calls, custom content. Why spend $40 on brunch if you can make pancakes at home for free? Same reason. It's about the connection. Most free stuff is soulless and doesn't really get to what I'm looking for. For all the men who voted that it was not cheating, I would just love for you to envision your girlfriend subscribing to another guy's OnlyFans account and having direct communication with him and requesting personalized content. Do you still think that's not cheating?
Where are the men that actually care about emotional connection? Like, where are the men that actually want to build something with their person? Like, where? Where are they? Because I don't understand. It's just like, that's long gone. Emotional, spiritual, and mental connection is completely fucking gone, apparently. And all they really care about is physical attraction and gaining physical attention. So I don't know what kind of world we're living in, but honestly, if someone is not willing to connect on a mental, spiritual level, like, it's just not happening. I'm sorry. Apparently, that's being unrealistic nowadays. Apparently.
Recovering from the last woman that was looking for a nice guy. Not worth it anymore. They divorce you and take 50% of what we worked for. Tired of putting effort into people that discard them before emotional connection can happen. The gym or at work. We get placed in the friend zone and also get put in the no contact zone. Those men have said enough is enough and have gone their own way. Those men have tried to build multiple times in their lives, and the results was the same at the end. What is the point of even trying again if everything they try to build comes falling down?
I've been told that the future husbands of America are either in Target or Home Depot, so I'm trying out Target right now. I'm in the candle aisle, checking out some candles, to warm up the home. Have the home smell good. Bergamot and sage. This kind of smells like a nice clean man, so maybe one will come down the aisle and propose. I'll keep you updated. Okay guys, so I don't really know where they hang out. Maybe I should check the men's cleaning section. I'm over here by cleaning supplies because I feel like if you're in the cleaning supplies, that means you have a clean home. So let's go check the men's section. It is a ghost town in the men's section, so what? Target was bust. I did not find it.
Like, seriously, I'm putting myself at this. Literally no
There's not
men.
a single
Where
soul
are
here.
all the men?
I have not seen any men.
I'm over it. Like, no.
You are blind.
Come get me. I'm tired of this shit. Okay? Okay. I'm here. Waiting. So, anytime now, hubby. I'll be here. So you could handle this because I fucking hate it.
I guess the strong, independent lifestyle isn't working. Now she needs a man to come be a hero and support her lifestyle. I'm pretty sure lots of men hate it also, but it's called suffering in silence and keep pushing forward. Welcome to the other side.
All the girls go into Lowe's trying to find a man. How I show up at Lowe's on a regular basis.
Wipe it down. Wipe it down.
Leave your situations at the door, so when you step inside, jump on the floor. Let's get it crunk up on up.
Your money, hungry, ho. That's what I'm saying. You told me that I was crazy till I pulled up on your man and you look like the devil when you waved at me. Bitch, I got something to say to.
Wow. What a waste of 10 years. That's something that guy will never get back. This man did everything right by the book and still got cheated on. You really need to study your woman before putting a ring on it. If not, you are bound to lose everything.
I could be out with my friends and we could be having a blast. But the minute that my man calls, hello, you said what, you want me to come with? I'm out. Mid turn up. I'm out. Period. Where you going? To my man. To my man. You always with him. You was just with him. I don't care. I'm going to be with him. And I'm going to be with him again after that. And again after that. And again after that. Because that's my man.
If your man's waking up at 5 a.m. to support you and your family, he should never be waking up to an alarm. He should be waking up to a little, if you know what I mean.
I agree.
Attention single ladies, if you're looking for that single working man, you need to be at the Home Depot at 7 a.m.
This is the length that they're willing to go and find a husband. And they keep yelling that men aren't the prize.
Where are all the men? Where can I find a good man? Where can I find a man? Where are all the men? Women ask me this every single day, several times a day. And there's always such a disconnect for me with that question because I've never looked for a man. I'm 38 years old. I have never looked for a man. I'm not a hunter. I've simply lived my life. I built a life for myself that I enjoyed. I built a version of myself that I enjoyed, that I'm proud of, and I thrived in my life. I traveled. I went to new places. I opened myself up to the world, not men, to the world, to experience new things, to be in new places, to be in new energies. I created new energies for myself. I built a life for myself that I enjoyed, that included hobbies that were just for me, things that were just for me. And the men found me. Men find me. I don't look for men. I looked for myself. And as I was looking for myself and finding myself, men found me on every level that I was. So when women ask me where can they find a man, I always tell them stop looking for a man and go and look for yourself. Food for thought, finish your plate.
I do agree that a person should work on themselves before finding a man. But all of these women who are screaming, where are all the men are 40 to 50 years old, past their prime? Why did it take them so long to realize the importance of having a man in their lives? They're only begging for a man now because they are lonely, because all of the Chads and Tyrone broke their hearts.
This has become a topic of conversation in my life recently, and I don't know why, but I want your guys' opinions. So, okay. If your man is subscribing to people on OnlyFans, like he's the guy that's going on the website and paying for the stuff, do you consider that cheating? I want your guys' opinions. Please let me know.
Because I don't want to waste it. Like at the same time as where I'm like, oh, it'll come. Like I'm 31 with no kids. And that's not a bad thing. But how long do I sit and be like, oh, it'll come?
Okay, y'all, so I've been single for 2 years now. It'll be 3 years in September. And I just want to talk about how nothing is working out for me, like with a man. I don't make it out the situationships. I don't make it out the talking stages. I just don't make it out. And I had a really dark week last week thinking about this. I deactivated my Instagram and everything behind it because it's just like, why am I not making out the stage? Like, I'm a lit as, like, it's me. It's like, yo, but I was really having moments of really questioning myself, like, is it me? But it's really not me. It's really just God protecting me from things that I think are good for me that are actually not good for me. So I feel like every time something don't work out, it's always a blessing in disguise that maybe I can't see at the moment. But every time I come out of a situation, I always be like stronger, better, and just preparing myself for whoever's next. Because honestly, I'm always 10 times better every time I come out of a situation. So needless to say, don't think too much about when things don't work out, y'all, because at the end of the day, God protects us in different ways where we cannot always see.
A woman who's been single for 2 years or more is just a red flag. It just tells me that she's been getting smashed by multiple dudes, and she's talking about having situationships and wondering why she can't find a man. The answer is simple. She's situationship material, not girlfriend material. These types of women keep picking the same guys and then wonder why it doesn't work out.
I just wanted y'all to know that I came in Lowe's at like 8 o'clock in some leggings, you know what I'm saying? Got the ponytail swinging. The people who work here are fucking women, and the only people in here are old ass couples looking for home fucking improvement. So who lied?
Asked for another date with him. What was the turn on?
Specifically, the turnoff was when I asked that question about would you date a single mother? And Jacoby, you proceeded to tell me that basically you're a high value man and you are too good for a single mother. However, you did also tell me that you were raised by a single mother, which is profound for me to think that a single mother's not good enough for you, but it's good enough for a woman to raise you. That's unfair. And it's very insensitive to women out there who have children.
All right, so just because it's a cycle, I wanted to continue.
It doesn't have to continue.
So what I'm saying is that
it's more about why would you cut off and say that single women are not on the same level?
What you're supposed to learn from is history. So
What's that got to do with it?
This makes no sense. The man doesn't have to date a single mother just because his mother was a single parent. Every time a man has a preference, it's always an issue. But nobody questioned these women who say things like, I want a man who makes 7 figures and has to have 3 mansions. But everything becomes an issue as soon as a man states his preference. Even this woman had something to say about this.
Now, if he had a child and made that statement, then you can feel some kind of way, because that would be a bit hypocritical. And maybe he should have some compassion for single mothers, and maybe he do. But that doesn't mean he has to date a single parent because his mother was a single parent. That's unreasonable, because he is not his mother's fault. He should not have to endure what his mother went through. The goal is wherever you have fallen short, you want your children to measure up. Whatever you have failed, you want your children to pass. You don't want your children to repeat your mistakes. You want your children to learn from your mistakes and apply them to their life so they can be better versions of you.
Listen, I got a question. Where are the men at? Where are the men that are gonna open the car door? Where are the men at that are going to provide and protect? Like, women have ruined this for us because, listen, I am old-fashioned, okay? I will cook, I will clean, okay? And I do both real well, okay? All I ask for in return is honesty, respect, and loyalty. Okay, I don't care if you have a Patek Philippe, okay? I don't care if you have the new Yeezys, okay? Like, I just want something normal. I'm not even ready for that, but when I am ready for that, where do I find y'all? Christian Mingle? Kristen. Sprouts, Whole Foods, Farmer Market.
She has a child and she's talking about when I am ready. How crazier can it get? You should have been ready before having a child. You should have kept the guy you gave your womb to. If he was good enough to have a baby with, why wasn't he good enough to marry you? And men today don't want to be a stepdad and deal with the drama that comes with it. The peaceful, quiet life is better.
If companies can pay women less, why don't they hire all women?
Well, that's a whole nother story.
Really?
I understand your argument, and I understand that you're angry.
I'm not angry.
I can hear it in your voice.
I'm not
Listen to
angry.
your voice.
I'm hearing my voice and I sound pretty calm.
You have now shifted the quality of your voice, and I thank you for that.
Okay.
And you've just given me a condescending look, and that's another reason why we need feminism. And now I'm done, and thank you so much.
She's got no idea what she's talking about. She's got no idea what she's fighting for. That's why she had to make excuses and then make an escape. Till this day, we are still waiting for an answer from this woman.
Let me get this straight. There's actually women in the world that will deny the biological father of her children access to the children, claiming that he's dangerous, he's unfit, he's unwell, he doesn't know how to take care of them, whatever the reasons that she comes up with. But then she's going to turn around and have multiple strangers and different dudes around her kids and still consider that safe? That is the most selfish and trashy thing I've ever heard of in my entire life. But not only will these women deny the biological father access to the children while having multiple dudes around, when the children actually bring it up to the mother that they're uncomfortable, she's actually gonna put the boyfriend's needs above her children. And the other messed up part about it is if the biological dad wants to fight or have any say in it, he's gonna have to spend thousands of dollars in court trying to prove his case. Meanwhile, all of this is happening and there's nothing that he can do about it. And let's be honest, the real reason that women pull this kind of shit is because they cannot fathom the idea of their ex-partner not wanting anything to do with them outside of the children. These are the types of women that want wife treatment as an ex-wife. And I don't know about you, but who the fuck is gonna treat their ex the exact same way that they did when they were in a relationship as an ex? Make that make sense. The fact that women can actually deny the father of their children access to the children and then have multiple dudes around their children and consider that better judgment is just crazy to me. Okay, bye.
Unfortunately, you will see this a lot, especially when the father ends up getting another woman back in their life. Lost my daughter 40 years ago when her mother, my girl, took off with another guy and my daughter. Again, you're so right. My ex tried to get me to do home car repairs for her when dropping off the kids one time. Told her it wasn't my job anymore and left. Yep, I've begged and begged to see my daughter and she won't let me, nor will she talk to me about her. Some of these men are going through this because they didn't see the other side of that woman. Having a baby with a woman is a very important decision. You really need to know the woman you're having a child with, or else your life will be hell. For example, look at this man who spent 60 years taking care of a child that's not even his.
I have been married for 51 years. Got 2 sons, 42 and 40. Damn deadbeats. I'm still supporting the little boogers. Needed to take a test to see if any of us had a kidney good enough for my brother. Found out something interesting. They ain't my kids. There's somebody else's. Of course, the only good thing is, I know it's not my fault that those 2 idiots got dumped into this world. Hell, I thought they took after their mother. Instead, they take after the plumber or the postman or the milkman, or, yeah, they were milkmen back when they came around. I mean, God only knows. It sure gets old. I do wish I knew who the real fathers were. And they ain't the same. She was bopping a couple of different guys. But if I could figure out who they were, I've been practicing law long enough that I pretty well figure I could sue their ass and get all my money back that I sunk into those 2 deadbeats. It just chaps my ass that she couldn't tell me. I've probably forgiven her. Maybe not. You know how it is. Now, boys, y'all need to go get your own paternity test. You can't tell by looking who's the daddy, unless you're looking down at the genetic level. I've been in court thousands of times in paternity suits, and 4 out of 5 times, guy says he ain't the daddy, he's right. And the genetic test is the only way to prove it for sure. These women are hopping everything that looks fun. You thought you liked sex. You ain't nothing. Well, I guess that pretty well completes that story. I'll go home, start drafting up some divorce papers, see if I can't get free of that crazy bitch. I mean, I stayed with her for the sake of the children and the grandchildren, now the great-grandchildren. But they ain't no kin of mine. Fuck 'em.
That woman is truly evil. She's been lying to her entire family this whole time. The only way this man found out is because he had to take a kidney test to see if it was compatible for his brother. Honestly, DNA test should be mandatory. A lot of men are going through this right now and being fooled. Just imagine what that man is thinking. His entire marriage has been a lie. 51 years of his life has been a lie.
Getting into it, but does say her. But yes, to finish what she was saying,
I'm assuming that she is over 18, but she looks 15. And that's the issue that we have with these passport bros. We're not jealous. Comes off as creepy and exploitative.
I'm 40. I actually thought my wife was 33. Tell you the truth, when I wrote...
I'm 32.
I thought she was 33 when I wrote down the questions. Apparently she's 32.
I'm assuming that she is over 18, but she looks 15.
Well, I don't know why you think we're underage, but we can't exactly help the fact that we look a lot younger than you think we should.
You lose.
Well, that's because they eat healthier food. While you look 40 in your 20s, they look 20 in their 40s.
This is one of those things no women will be honest about, but I will be. Because 90 to 98% of the hate I get online is literally just from women. Women, you only go after other women when you feel threatened, okay? So the second you leave a negative comment and come after me, it's literally because you feel threatened, whether it's because I'm skinnier, prettier, you hate that I have a voice, whatever it is. So as soon as you leave a nasty comment, you're admitting that you think that I'm better than you. Because if I was fat and ugly and you felt bad for me, you wouldn't even leave a comment. And it's sad, but it's true.
Teach guys how to approach girls they find attractive. What do you guys think?
Okay, it's good. They need it.
What piece of advice would you give them?
Be confident. Like, yeah, don't be shy. Just do it.
What would you tell the guy that keeps getting rejected?
Change something. Well, no, keep trying and, like, be confident. You don't know if you don't try.
Just make small improvements over time. You know, don't be too bogged down by the rejection. Slowly improve. I tell them it's going to be a long road, right? It takes a long time to kind of develop that, especially if you have no social skills getting started. You're going to go in, you're going to be really awkward, you're not going to know what to say. You're going to have to work on that improv, you know, learning how to banter, learning how to be funny. Learning to read the signs is a big thing as well, right?
Exactly, yeah. I agree.
Any last piece of advice you'd give them?
Be confident, be happy, be smiley.
They say, keep trying and trying, but what they really mean is, be 6 foot and attractive. If she says no the first time, just keep it moving.
Yeah, I'm just shopping for some batteries. This is my husband.
Hi.
You're my husband. Say hi. I'm
Hello.
saying this to my mum.
Hello.
Yeah, me and my husband were just paying for our food. You're my husband. Yeah, I'm just shopping for some boxes with my husband.
Good.
You're my husband. Yeah, I'm just buying some beers with my husband.
Huh?
My husband.
No speak English.
You're my husband. I'm just in San 99p with my husband.
Hmm?
You're my husband.
Oh, yeah.
Say hello. Yeah, I'm just in Sam 99p with my husband.
Sorry? Sorry?
My husband.
What you understand?
You're my husband. Say hello.
Don't understand what you're saying.
You're my husband.
You are married forever now.
Say hi. Yeah, I'm just waiting for my husband to finish his shift.
Sorry?
You're my husband.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the bus with my husband. I'm just waiting for my husband to finish his shift.
Hmm?
You're my husband. Say hello.
Your husband?
You are my husband. Say hello.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm just on my way home with my mum.
Every one of those men know better than to get married today. The look of confusion they gave her was priceless.
You got to get on your Zoom. Every morning you got to get on your Zoom at 10 because they report me if you don't get on your Zoom or I might drop you from school. You got to be on your Zoom, babe. Get up. You should.
Where are the men? What happened?
That is a really good question.
I don't know who's to blame.
I could think of a couple possible answers in regards to who's to blame, as I'm sure we all could.
Men don't want to be men anymore.
It's not that they don't want to be men anymore. It's that they've been told over and over again by society and various other groups of people that they're full of toxic masculinity, and the traditional ways in which many men behave is no longer wanted by a large number of people.
I feel like we're around a bunch of Peter Pan. What happened to men and values and family?
What motivation do men really have to act like men when all they get in return is condemnation, criticism, and disparagement?
Taking care of their women and just being the man and the protector.
Let's not forget the large number of women out there that are constantly saying,
I don't need a man. I don't need a man for nothing.
So yeah, that's what's happened to men.
Married for 33 years, 2 kids. All of a sudden she needed space. I gave her space. It was called a divorce. Was married 14 years. I am getting to the point where I don't need a woman to validate me. My peace is enough. We are looking for women who need us, who love us unconditionally. What is missing are not men. It's desirable women. Got dumped after 19 years for a younger guy. Now own my home, financially very secure, and a committed bachelor. The men that she's asking about are going overseas to find women of value. Dating in the West is a joke. Why should these men have to put up with all of these women when they can find better elsewhere? Even marriage in the West is a complete joke. He would have to be a fool to do such a thing for the way things are.
Where are the men who would wake up just so they could be the man who wakes up next to you, and then walk another 500 miles for a total of 1,000 just to fall down at your door? Where are they at?
Those men are in your imagination. These women are searching for a Disneyland prince to fulfill their desires. These women expect these men to bring everything to the table while they contribute nothing. No wonder why you can't find them. They don't want to be found.
Okay, look, God, we're almost at the middle part of August, almost at the end of the year. And I'm just trying to figure out, have you set a release date for those new men yet? Because the ones we got, they're not being men. And I just want to know, is it a release date so I can go ahead and make myself ready? Because we need some men that's going to be men. We don't need those that's out here perpetrating and we don't know what they're doing and who they are and what they're supposed to be, because they don't even know. And we don't want to have to build them up, Lord. We don't want to have to put them together. But we can level up together. But can you let a sister know when you're going to drop that new release?
So a black woman gets hit in the face with a brick, and somehow men find the time to make themselves the victim. Because she was surrounded by men when she was attacked by a man. Not a single man defended her. And of course, we're all like, what the fuck? But we're surprised. Women are surprised because we know as women that we would sacrifice ourselves to save somebody else, especially another fellow woman. So the fact that not a single man said, hey dude, what the fuck, is crazy to us. Because we would literally sacrifice our own safety to make sure that we could protect other women, and our minds are completely blown at the idea that there are men who stood around and did nothing, not a single thing. So this is about them as much as it is about us, because we are again disappointed, because again we are in another situation where we know we would defend her, we would sacrifice ourselves and our well-being, and not a single man stood up.
First of all, it's not a man's job to risk his life to protect a woman he doesn't know. I've seen several cases where that happened, and those men ended up losing their lives. And now those men, families are mourning and crying. If these women want to be protected by men, they need to earn it. Second of all, She's talking about the brick lady who lied to the world about being hit with a brick. That woman is evil. She manipulated a ton of people to believe her story just so she can get some money out of them.
A woman who raised over $40,000 on GoFundMe is now being charged with theft by deception.
What have I ever done to anybody in my life to deserve this?
Rhoda Osmond told cops that she was hit in the face with a brick outside a Houston club after she refused to give out her phone number. But footage capturing the incident does not support Rhoda's report according to charging documents. And cops say a similar GoFundMe was created in 2020 where she claimed to be assaulted with no reports on record. GoFundMe told an NBC affiliate that the fundraiser has been removed from their platform and Rhoda has been banned from creating future fundraisers.
Yo no soy envidia, soy tu bizcochito, pero tengo todo lo que tiene delito. Que me pongan nena, soy que me derrito. El mal de ojo que me mando me lo quito. Yo no soy envidia, soy tu bizcochito, pero tengo todo lo que tiene delito. Que me pongan nena, soy que me derrito. El mal de ojo que me
I want to talk about what I wish I knew, things I regret, and just in general knowledge about everything I've learned throughout the process of being an OnlyFans girl for about 2.5 years. So when I started my OnlyFans in 2020 during the pandemic, I was in kind of a crazy place in my life. I felt very alone. I was financially unsure of where my life was going, and I was in a very, very, very low spot. I had a very close friend suggest to me that I start an OnlyFans and start just to see what would happen. I just wish there had been somebody to tell me about the things that come with it.
It's ridiculous how she thought selling her soul online would solve her problems. These women started OnlyFans because they wanted quick money and a quick taste of fame without actually having to put real work in. They didn't realize the consequences that it came with. Their dating lives are pretty much ruined. No man wants to be seen in public with them.
I am on to see my husband. I'm happy. I'm happy.
I guess the places that men shop for clothes, shoes isn't even safe to go to anymore.
Looking confused in Home Depot to see if I can find my handy husband.
You need help.
No one is perfect. So as you guys are starting to date these different men and trying to find your perfect person, your perfect partner, etc., there are things that are big red flags. There are qualities in people that you're like, okay, these are things that I definitely cannot accept. However, there are things that can be worked on. I see so many women throwing away good men because of little things that they're taking these little things and turning them into red flags. Everything ain't a red flag, sis. Stop being afraid and just give it a try.
Now it's no longer independent women. It's all about soft girl era.
What is the soft girl? Maybe I'm just too damn old.
So the soft girl era is this era where the women are in their femininity, apparently, where they are doing the bare minimum for themselves and waiting for the men to come and take care of them now.
Interesting.
That's what the soft girl era is. Having to be independent for so long.
Yeah.
They don't like it. You know, because that's them thriving in their masculine energy.
Yeah.
Because that's what the man is supposed to be for. They're supposed to be here to provide for you and protect you. They got a taste of what they don't want, which is what we have to deal with. So now it's like, oh, this is too much. Now let me go back to my
that's so interesting.
Femininity and stay in there and wait for a God to come and take care of me.
That's it.
Now I've already explained what the soft girl era and the hard girl era is. But basically, in the hard girl era, you will find a bunch of women getting smashed and passed around. They like to also call it being independent. And in the soft girl era is where you will find those women who were getting smashed, trying to find husbands after giving up their best years to all of the chads. Don't be a fool.